Hi Virgo, thank you for joining me. We're going to take a look at a situation that you might need some guidance with this week. So it's a general read and it won't resonate for everyone, so please take the bits that fit and leave the rest, and cross watchers bear in mind that roles can be reversed. I was just looking outside because it's been lovely and sunny this week, and it gets to Saturday and it stops with the sunshine. I thought it was peeking through the clouds then, but no such joy. Okay, Virgo. We have the Hermit as the overall energy for the reading, okay? So this is usually about introspection, seeking answers, looking within maybe. I sometimes think for guidance, you might have been reminded, to look within rather than to an external source. But when the Hermit shows up, I always think you've got the answers to solve the problem, that's happening at the minute. In terms of that, what's happening, I have the Death card, that can represent an ending, a transformation, a new beginning, so I will wait until I clarify. What you need to know, the Hanged Man, so you might need to look at something from a fresh perspective at the minute. Guidance moving forward, the Page of Wands. I feel with that, don't take life too seriously. I mean, there's many ways in which we do need to, but there was just something, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, no, don't take life too seriously, don't put too much pressure on yourself, just go with the flow, allow things to naturally unfold. And final message from the universe is the Three of Wands. I feel like with that, you might be overlooking something that's been right in front of you for some time. Let's go in and take a look, see what it is we're talking about. Why is the Death card here? Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. This transformation could be you. This could be you growing in confidence. I'm just seeing somebody kind of transform from a quiet and shy person to a, really outgoing, energetic, vibrant person who's, just full of confidence and really draws people in. I like that. I hope that is the case for you. So what's the problem with that? Let's keep moving through for a second. So for the Hanged Man, we get the Nine of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. I feel a bit like you've been stopped in your tracks there. It's almost like a butterfly that's found its wings and then gets ready to take off, and all of a sudden has got two paths up, and do I go that way or do I go that way? Oh, I'm not really sure now. I've got this newfound freedom and I don't know what to do with it. I've got this new energy and weird. It's like you've hit a stumbling block. The Two of Pentacles, sometimes with that we're being asked to kind of stabilise and prioritise what's going on. Maybe for you at the minute, there's so many different elements going on in your life that it's quite difficult to keep yourself grounded a little bit. I think I almost want to say compartmentalise, so let's say we've got a really stressful job and sometimes we can bring that home with us. Try and, visualise, work's finished now, all that work stuff goes in that box. I'm now in the weekend, I'm in weekend Virgo mode, and this is what I'm doing, and this is what I've planned, and this is what I've been looking forward to, so that you can put your full energy into that almost and not have the remnants of work or whatever else it might be that's stressing you out, but have things in their little box, and we'll take that box out when we're ready to focus on that one thing. I do feel like there's a need to prioritise and ground yourself a little bit at the moment, because you might be spinning too many plates. Guidance moving forward then, Page of Wands. Maybe you need to find that balance between work and play. Eight of Swords and the Moon. I do. I'm thinking, don't take things so seriously. And I also want to say, don't think you have to have all the answers. I'm picking up an energy of you know, maybe you're just a young at heart kind of person, or, you know, I've got a young energy here. It feels like somebody who's maybe not experienced all that much in life, or has just got a bit of a carefree attitude naturally, but all of a sudden they're being overrun by all this worry and this stress, feeling like they need to know the answer to everything, feeling like they need to get everything right, perhaps a bit of a perfectionist, but the pressure that's being put on due to that is just too much. It's too much. That needs looking at, and like I say, that needs prioritising as to what I'm doing at this moment in time, because I can only do one thing at a time as well. But definitely make sure you have that downtime as well. Don't overrun yourself. So final message from the universe, we have the Three of Wands, Six of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. What this is telling me is you're putting some real hard work into something at the minute, and it's going to pay off. Even if what you're experiencing at the minute feels a little bit like Groundhog Day, you know, like we're on this never-ending cycle, that's not the case. Three of Wands, sometimes we call it, you know, that's waiting for our ships to come in. They are all going to dock. Everything that is due to come into you is definitely going to come. And also what I want to say with this is call on the people who are around you for support. You're not doing all this by yourself, but that's all that you've shown me so far really, is this is about you, which is good. I'm not saying that's a selfish thing, but often I pick up other energies, you know, and what you are for other people or what other people are for you. And I think this, maybe you're someone who is self-critical or self-analyses a little bit too much, because I do feel like a lot of pressure that's put on you comes from you. So, you know, maybe you've been working on that, you know, trying to go with the flow a little bit more, you know, be a bit more adventurous, step out of your comfort zone. I hope that's the case, because I think that will be really beneficial for you. Let's look at the Hermit then, to finish us off. Page of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. There's a breakthrough or a moment of clarity coming. So when I said about the Hermit, and if you're looking for answers, you've already got them. Oh, I also think for some of you there might be some, oh, I hate to say this, some childhood trauma that might need addressing. I don't like to say that, and it doesn't have to be the most awful thing in the world, but it's something that's had an adverse reaction on you, adverse effect, on you somewhere. There's just two of the cards here, and I'm just picturing a very small person who needs taking care of. And like I say, with the Hermit and the Ace of Swords here, I absolutely think this is the breakthrough moment. And I'm drawn to the light there, of the clarity and the light at the end of the tunnel. So if you have been sort of doing that inner work, that shadow work, I think you're very close to that paying off. And when that piece falls into place, it's like magic. You know, so let's say, and if we're not talking childhood, let's say we've had a relationship and it's beat us down and it's taken all the confidence out of us, and now we're just left this insecure mess. And you start doing some therapy, maybe to work through that. Honestly, there is a moment in that when it just clicks, and all of a sudden, all those negative thoughts you had about yourself, they just go. And I'm not saying forever. occasionally they'll creep back up, but when they've gone, you build that resilience and you keep building your confidence that if that voice does come back in again, it's a lot easier to drown it out than it might be feeling right at this moment in time. So honestly, stick with what you're doing, but just, don't put too much pressure on yourself. The end is near. So I'm going to finish the reading with an inspirational quote. This is my You Got This deck. And Virgo, you absolutely have got this. So keep up the good work. Let's go in there. Focus on all the good. Okay. So I will leave that there for you. Focus on all the good. Absolutely. And enjoy that. Enjoy the good times. Enjoy those moments of peace when we're not working on, our job or any project or whatever it is that feels a bit relentless. Enjoy the pauses in between and then, refocus and come back fighting. But I'm going to leave that read there for you. I do hope you can take something from it, and thank you for joining me.